Take a moment to look around. Notice the different sensory elements of the surroundings.
What do you see? What do you smell? What sensations do you feel in your skin? What do you hear? Perhaps you notice the frigid breeze that stirs around us or the darkness and silence that creeps around us. Take in the entire environment, so much so that you could recreate the physical reality you're experiencing in this forest as if you're in an empty room.
While we may be able to appreciate the physical beauty of lupochova, we all know that where we stand carries far more significance to us than just its appearance. The physical forest, when we consciously notice it through each of our senses, seems so complete and concrete to us that there's no need for us to wonder about anything beyond its appearance. As long as our realities depend solely on our sensory perceptions, we are unable to see the bigger picture. The truth of what occurred 79 years ago here is not visible to us. However, we, as a continuation of the Jewish people, have an obligation to try and understand what occurred here, to comprehend the story that exists beyond the physical perceptions.
We need to push ourselves to look just beyond what we can perceive. What we can perceive is just a forest. We perceive trees. We cannot relate to the lives of the people that were taken from Tikuchin and brought here to their deaths. This mass murder needs to be able to look below the surface. The poem Ve'ein Odi Ra, and There Was No Longer a City, written by Moshe Kafir, was written to paint a picture of the town of Tikuchin.
Shmuel, the shoemaker, wore his leather apron, brought his hammer and nails, and came.
Menachem, the flour miller, took his saddlecloth and empty flour bags and came.
Shlomo Hyatt, with thick-framed glasses, took a needle and thread and came.
Bracha, a good woman who had trouble walking, her daughters and sons helped her, and they came.
Rav Moshe Chaim, a rabbi and scholar of the city, surrounded by his Hasidic community, and he came.
Moshe, the Gabbai, brought a big bundle of keys, and he came.
Rav Shalom, a wealthy man with his fine coat and walking cane, he came.
Rabbi Yitzchak, the scholar, the Chumash in his hands, brought the holy children from the Cheder and came. When we look at a tree, all we can see is what is above ground, not what is underground. There is no way for us to know that beneath every tree, there is a mass entanglement of roots, each differing in width, color, size, and strength. Underneath the ground we stand on are the people of Tikachin, buried underneath the ground of the Lupochova forest. But in our eyes, they are whittled down to nothing but a tree, something we think we can see and immediately understand.
However, the people of Tikuchin were far greater than tree trunks. They each had unique roots, differing in jobs, personalities, and attributes, buried deep underground. When we try to understand the experiences of the Jews of Tikuchin, we must remember that their stories are far richer than anything we can imagine. When we look at a tree, we only see what is above ground.